They start their album with 4 songs that are already, or that were pre-released.
That's gonna just build suspense, and I kind of here for it, but I'm also like, fuck, hurry up.
Yeah, I would have liked something new earlier on for people that have been kind of waiting on it. Oh
But
well.
that
I
builds
mean, it's a good
suspense.
warm up. Good warm up. Since they kind of jolt you, I suppose getting a little build up where you can be like, okay, we're in the
Obviously,
fucked up
I
party zone. Will be good.
I probably got telling these guys early this year, and your initial reaction, you were pretty discombobulated.
Yeah, it. So I liked a lot of the concepts, but it's so much to try to digest immediately that you can't even
Yes,
really think. It's just like goodness that gets bashed into your skull, so you can't really comprehend what's going on. But then it'll grow on you. But
yeah,
yeah, it's a lot
it's a
going on
bunch
to
of
start.
really good different musical elements, but just delivered in a very just unique and original way. Um,
And the music videos will be doing nothing to prevent mindfuckery, so that'll be fun too.
100%. What obviously I think you've kind of grown to them a little bit. I kind of latched on right away as soon as I found them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what are your expectations? Not expectations, but like what are you looking for? Obviously you know what the previously released signals sound like, but what are
Uh,
you looking for in the last half of the album?
so I'm excited. I'm very interested to see what direction they go with because it feels like with each single, they surprise me. So their
Right.
first couple, I was like, okay, I'm getting the vibe with these guys. I think they're really sick. And then the last 2 were just some twists that I really did not see coming. Not that they were bad. The last one I didn't love, which is HURRIKAN. But there's just they're trying so much different shit that I'm fascinated to see what direction they take, especially with the titles of these. They could be
Right.
really, really interesting. And I'm excited for variety, which is what I'm expecting.
Yep. I
And
think that'll be one thing. And then for me, I need three things to be accomplished. I want to rave. I want it to be chunky, and I want a lot of techno music.
well, that is the name of the game, name of the album. So it
So
should be good. Looks like no new music video.
I
Um,
heard
I'm
they were maybe filming. So I don't know if they'll maybe come out maybe like a week after or a few days after
yeah, I feel
that
like it's pretty
release.
common to just upload a music video like a day or a week after the actual album. So we'll see.
Yeah, because I do enjoy their music videos. They've overall been
Their music
very
videos are
solid.
awesome. Sometimes, yeah, hard to digest, but I think they're all just about awesome. You just gotta work into them a little bit. First groove group, and this might be 3 months.
Been a while.
We had one, we had a bit of a hiatus, but we're here, starting it back up with Pump It. I'll go full screen for music videos. In Pump It 2, it's got kind of some of the biggest swings, I feel like, for them, where the chorus is super catchy, but then it gets
Right.
chunky as hell like this.
Yeah, it's a song that I thought the music video was great, and I liked the song. I didn't like love it, but then it really grew on me.
Yeah, grower for me too,
And the
because I didn't
lyrics
even add
are
it right away.
the lyrics are hilarious.
Plus booty. Be booty.
And if you feel like your body's giving up, you gotta kill the pain that you're pumping harder. When if you feel like the pain is getting real and making you let go, to fucking kill that bitch. To fucking kill that bitch. Wake up and hold everything you made up on a bunch of fucking mom. Ready, boom, 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 boom. I just wanna bomb.
I think that's a pretty good way to start an album.
Yes, sir.
Your body wash is ruining your dating life.
Shush up. No, it's not. Cannot kill what is already dead. We got the moves next. This was the first song that I latched onto. I'm like, oh damn, this is legit.
Right.
I'm into these people, and I'm ready to hear more. Also,
Right.
#1 banger shower song.
Definitely a
for that.
shower or like a workout song. Yeah, no, I definitely it's grown on me so much that like I think okay, this is actually a really good way to kind of set the tone for hopefully the rest of the album. Just I do really enjoy that sound. I really don't mind the poppy techno 80s theme ish. And then obviously it's got your over the top heavy metal.
Yeah, and I wouldn't categorize Pump It as one of my absolute favorites by them, but I feel like it's one of the most just kind of on brand for them, or really is like how I would describe them, or like their most archetypal song. I'd be like, oh yeah, Pump It, that's what they're about.
Right.
So yeah, good starter, I would agree. We got the moves. I think you can make a similar argument, and I like it a little bit more. And that one will be fun to dive into.
This is the one that got you into it, so fantastic music video.
Stellar music video, indeed. This is, yeah, because this one's a lot like an Oliver Tree video too, and it was pretty recent after one of his, and so I'm like, oh damn, this is super similar. So that was like an easy segue to get into this. All right, here we go.
So
Summer mood, hot sand under my feet. Cold beer, cheap wine, yeah, that's all that we need. We got the moves, and everybody's like, oh fuck yeah, let's do it again. We got the moves, when everybody's like, yesterday we drank too much, let's do it again. We got the glow, so everybody put your hands right up. Tonight is the night. We're free.
And I mean, this is Oliver Tree's haircut, and I think the video he did was also with the European guru.
We're living the good life, high life. Everybody wants that hot vibe. We wanna feel it just all over and over again. More, just give me more. Cause we're addicted to the groove. Oh yeah, we do it again. We got the moves, when everybody's like, yesterday we drank too much, let's do it again. We got the glow, so everybody put your hands right up. Tonight is the night. We're free. Sipping on booze on the sandy beach. We're alive. We believe the summertime memories.
I don't know what Stan doing it in my chair. dude, I'd pay the price of admission just for that fucking part of the song at concert.
Well,
we're free, sipping on booze on a sunny beach. We're alive, we believe the summertime memories. We're young, we're free, sipping on booze on a sunny beach. We're alive, we believe the summertime memories will never fade away. Will never fade away. Will never fade away.
Wann ist sie los? Verpisst euch, ihr Lappen!
Fantastic. Oh wait, did I just lose Gav?
no, I'm here.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Let me get through this ad. Quick
Funny
aside,
enough-
the Grammarly ad that popped up that I made fun of, they cut
Right.
out the portion that I made fun of. Because I got the,
Really?
I got the ad like a week ago, and they got rid of the entire like 5 seconds that I shit on the dude for. And it's no longer in the ad. I couldn't like go back to it because you can't rewind these for whatever reason. But I cracked up so much. It was still like a minute long, but they got rid of the part where I was like, a week? You fucking nerd? Oh, good stuff. Making a difference.
but
Tone setter.
that tone setter, but also like a risk. Like it's a lot to digest in the song.
Oh yeah. Not normal. Not normal in
No.
that one, but I am so in love with that song. As I said, like I would pay price of admission just for that like 20-second span of the soccer chant, the do 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 do, into kind of the breakdown, and so legit.
Right.
Plus
Right.
this is probably their catchiest chorus, or it's among them. I mean, that's something they do super well, but absolutely love it.
Right.
That's my song.
Definitely a big fan.
Then so Fuckboy, this is their second to last single, right?
It would have been their fourth signal.
Fourth single, because there were the three that were kind of all thematically on point, which is Pump It, We Got the Moves, and then Spaceman, which is up next. Then the last two were some curveballs with Fuckboy and HURRIKAN, and that's kind of what led me to the what the hell are they doing with the rest of these?
You're right.
All right, let's get into it.
I'm in love with the morning light, feel it deep inside. My day, my time, my way, but you never stay for the night. You don't know me like one day I wish you would. Yeah, everybody thinks that I'm just a fuckboy, 'cause I know that you think that I'm just a fuckboy. I know that I don't have any good reputation. Do you wanna be my way out of this situation? But I really wanna know that you want more. I really wanna show that I'm worth it. 'Cause I know.
Style of music they're going for. I love that era of music so much.
Yeah,
And they really did kind of nail it.
I'm about it.
Female lyricist is really good in this too.
If I'm not mistaken, their concert divide only feature on the album.
your eyes roll back. You had a taste and now you're fiending cause you like that. You fuck around, boy, you should know I'm gonna bite. I don't care what they say, cause I need you to stay. Yeah, I want you so bad, in all the worst ways. I don't care what they say, cause I need you to stay. Yeah, I want you so bad, in all the worst ways.
Yeah, everybody thinks that I'm just a fuckboy.
No matter what they say, I wanna be with you.
Cause I know that you think that I'm just a fuckboy.
So baby, tell me lies cause I don't need the truth. Give me something to say, cause I need you to stay. Yeah, I want you so bad, in all the worst ways.
Yeah, everybody thinks that I'm just a fuckboy.
So come here cause I don't give a fuck, boy.
They sound so good together too.
Yeah.
Sound-
Has that song grown on you a little bit? 'Cause
Absolutely.
I remember you weren't like necessarily like super thrilled. Like you were just kind of like middle of the road with it when it first came out.
That's what I wanted to say. It's like when it first, I think what I didn't love when it first came out, I was expecting it to be like their first 3 singles and be in that same thematic thing where they're merging all this stuff. And they kind of just stuck to one sound. I was kind of waiting for things to change on the first listen of that.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, it's a great song, but it's not what I'd expected out of them and what I was hoping for out of them, especially like Fuckboy, the title, you're expecting something kind of really over the top with that.
Right.
And it was a lot more subtle sound for them. So now that like I listened to that there, I'm just like, God, this song fucking rules. Like now that
Right.
I've heard it a few times and I'm not expecting something else, I know what it is. I'm like, okay, this song's bomb.
It's one of those things where, like,
And
you know, it wasn't what you expected from them, but I think that's kind of the whole thing. Is like every new song you put on by them, like
they keep me on your
you
toes.
go in a million different directions.
Yeah.
It could be a little weird that way. And then I find it funny that their probably most radio friendly song
This Fuckboy.
is Fuckboy, which cannot be played on the radio whatsoever.
Yep, they're already
But-
disqualified.
So I find that funny too. It's like a song that could probably have some pretty solid mainstream success on the radio,
Mhm.
but you just the name of the song and put it all
I
through the
respect it.
chorus.
I respect
I
the
do too.
move. Yeah. And so the female band must be Conquer Divide.
Yes.
It says featuring them. Because she's really great in that song.
Yes. And I did
Impressive.
misspeak in that song. They're not the only feature. They're the only female feature, and then we got
Because we got Finch,
Finch.
the giant lumberjack.
Yes. But
Anything you want to say leading into Spaceman?
probably on first listen, for out of the 5 singles, was probably my least favorite on first listen. But it has grown on me so much, and after seeing it performed in some live settings, it just looks so awesome live. And that's a big part of my music taste, is how does it translate to a live setting.
Yeah. I would say first listen, this might be second for me. I mean, We Got the Moves was number 1 for me. Spaceman probably 2. Fuckboy was probably 3. Because I didn't dig Pump It right away. And it was so new to me, the band in entirety too.
Yeah.
But,
The German threw me for a loop, but then I'm like, oh, it's kind of fun. So
yeah, big contrast in this one for sure.
Yep.
In language too.
Good.
All right, here we go.
I'm a spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The
Nice.
universe is down for my ring
Looks like my hair now.
Finchi Gagarin, dreh die Boxen doch mal auf. Gestern noch im Trockenbau, heute bin ich Kosmonaut. Ja, ja, jeder kann sie sehen, da am Himmel
She
weiße
looks
Streifen.
much
Wer
different in
braucht
this
von euch
video
noch
than what I
Beweise? Ja, die
performed.
Erde ist eine
Dude.
Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The universe is down for my rave attack.
Dreht vorm Jupiter, steht vorm Supermarkt, dreht die Boombox an und geht zu Scooter A. Klau mir sein Raumschiff, fliege hoch Richtung Mars.
Or the most interesting thing you ever put in a song.
Sorry, sir.
Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The universe is down for my rave attack. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The universe is down for my rave attack.
Wo sind die Jedi-Ritter? Wo sind die Marsmenschen? Wo sind die Klingonen? Mach's wie mit meiner Ex, ich schieß euch alle auf den Mond. Hanne Leberwurst geschnallt, fliegt die Kehlekuss durchs All. Immer weiter von uns weg, danke Schwerelosigkeit. Und dann, ist der Weltenlohn. Hier kommt der Raketenmann, wie Roller Elton John.
Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The universe is down for my rave attack. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. Spaceman, oh I'm raving like a maniac. Spaceman, got a rocket on my back. The universe is down for my rave attack. Mission complete.
Definitely out of all the release singles, that is the biggest hook, biggest chorus hook.
Yeah, the chorus is so catchy. I think that might be the song by them out of all their songs that gets stuck in my head the most.
No question.
Yeah.
Biggest hook. So out of all the
For
singles,
sure.
so we'll
And a thing that
territory now though.
Yeah, we finally get something new here with Mindreader. But with this band, I feel like almost all of my music recs, or not all, but half of them practically are like, ooh, I love this song. It's so depressing, and how much I love sad music. This might be the most fun band that I listen to. Their music
That's
is
what
fun as
drew me
hell.
so much. It's just like, I mean, I listen to a very, very wide range of music. I mean, as do you.
Yep.
But I would say I probably am mostly listen to rock music, whether it's just more of a classic rock or a heavy metal or hard rock. But the most, and for me, it sometimes gets too like doom and gloom, where it's like, okay, this isn't what I need right now. And then these guys are just it made heavy music fun, and I could just turn it on and have a good time, and
Mm-hmm. It
wasn't
brings,
didn't be so serious.
yeah, it brings joy to the Groupori. Very different vibe-wise compared to what it normally is. So its bass
Right.
level is it's a big switch up. Makes it a lot more fun.
First piece of unreleased content, Mindreader. I'm
5 out of the next 6 will be new, so we'll have a lot to try to comprehend here. I'm just gonna leave this not full screen. The rest of this.
I'm excited.
You good to go?
Yep.
Let's hit it.
You're like a battered twin of an eye, when there never really was a you and me. You wrap me round your fingers, and in my back with your dirty fingers. Side by side, you make the death of me. Side by side, stay away from me. Side by side, I want you out of my head. So bad. And even if I wanna have a feeling for you, figure it out, 'cause you're not
Absolutely loving it so far.
This team is a lot more like serious than everything else so far.
I agree with that too, but I fucking love it.
Ooh.
We just praised them for the fun, but we didn't know how great the fucking serious chunk was.
Okay.
You are the double patch, everybody knows it. I wanna cut myself out of your head. You are the double patch, everybody knows it. When I'm done with you, you'd rather be dead. Dead, so dead. When I'm done with you, you'd rather be dead. Dead, so dead. When I'm done with you, you'd rather be dead.
That was heavy. That was the heaviest song on the album so far.
So I made that word Levisin for when you instantly fucking vibe with a song. That was it.
That
That
was
was
a really
it.
good song. And you don't find that very often in the middle of an album. Like that's dead center.
Mm-hmm.
It was one, like I said, out of everything we've heard so far, that was the most serious. 'Cause, I mean, obviously everything's been goofy and like
Mm-hmm.
fun. That was a serious sounding song that it had what I wanted. It had chunk, it had rave, and it had techno in it.
They had my
Um,
attention 2 seconds in. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
this bass sound is amazing. Oh, actually, yeah, I used bass as the way I can say it. Not what did I change that one to? Baquub.
almost flipped up.
I said the right. I said one that I didn't change, which
Right.
is why I had to change the other one.
Mhm.
What was I fucking saying? Have to walk
The
on eggshells
original
that all fucking
sound,
time.
like,
Yeah, they caught my attention right away, and I'm just kind of thinking, I'm like, I love this intro so much already. Just kind of the sci-fi awesome sound. I'm like, please don't screw it up. And then they go real hard. I'm like, oh shit, I'm still with it though. And it never really let up. I was impressed all the way through. I'm super excited to revisit that song. And I feel like I would be very surprised if I'm not like, oh yeah, that's one of my top 5, or I think
right.
that's going to be really far up there for me already.
Yeah, no, really good song. Promising lead to the second half of this album. Arrow of Love, I gotta admit, just on paper, might be the one I'm most excited for. Just
Mhm.
reading the name for some reason, like it stood out to me.
My
I don't know if it was a
prediction
good or bad thing.
is absolute stellar banger in all ways, or so extremely over the top goofy, and I'm which might hold it back a little bit. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they go with here, but it's got a lot of potential. But I wonder how ridiculous they get with it.
I don't know. I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's hit it.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a good sound. The song is super techno.
Oh my god. Like that
Ending's
song.
sweet. I mean, I totally dig that song. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear ya.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, super techno, which I mean, I like it. They leaned super heavily into it and super positive, love heavy. I feel like it would be an awesome concert song. In my mind, I picture like, you know how Papa when he would throw out the fucking condoms at a concert. I see
Yeah.
them doing something similar with this song.
Right.
And probably like them dressing up as Cupid, shooting arrows into the fucking crowd, stuff like that.
Right.
So I feel like it would be super fun at a concert. I'm sure the atmosphere would be super loving, super hype, really great with that techno style too. So that would be a great element of it. I like it a lot. I think since Mindreader was exactly like perfect for me, I like that one a little bit more still too. But there was a lot of like great ear candy in this one and just awesome sounds that they mixed in too. So very impressive, I think, overall.
This might be one of my favorite songs on the album. I think they've just hit such a, because I mean I mean we've listened to a good chunk of their previously released music, kind of before they made the switch to like this full board, like kind of over the top ravey techno sound, right?
Yep.
Which there's still plenty of really good songs in them, but they have leaned into it, and I think they have hit their stride, and I think they're onto something really good here. They've found a good balance, and I don't know, I really enjoyed that song.
Yeah, there's not a miss through 6 so far.
No.
And I think that it is one of the better ones so far. I would agree. Maybe Fuckboy makes it challenging for me to see if I want to sneak it into the top 3 for me. I don't know, but it's very good. Plus, the songs have to have some time to breathe for knowing exactly where you'd place them. But I think it's got a ton of like that one.
The thing is, through 6 songs, though, you have 6. I mean, there's clearly a formula that overall they go by, which is fine. But you have 6 very different sounding songs.
Oh, totally, yeah.
And like I said, there's clearly a structure and a formula that they have found to work, but it doesn't sound redundant to me, which is awesome. So,
which is probably something they do better than any other band, at least at like this late stage. How you kind of mentioned like this is a different sound for them as a band in their entire history.
Yep.
But this era, like everything's different and everything's kind of fascinating.
Yes.
So yeah, they're doing great on that front. Parasite. When we were looking at just the names of the tracks, we're like, okay, this one is gonna be interesting.
It's kind of the outlier,
yeah,
name-wise. And then the thing is, we got a really heavy song in Mindreader. I'm interested to see what Parasite brings. Do they get heavier? Possibly.
What's
I don't know.
your? Oh shoot! I was gonna ask you how many. I guess I can bring this up now that there's 3 more that we haven't heard. How many more have German in them? What do you think?
So we know Hurricane.
I was gonna ask after Spaceman, but the last 2
and
I feel like we might have no more, or maybe one.
I would agree. Or maybe like a little piece of it in a song, but I don't think we get a blatantly German song the rest of the way.
If there's German and one more, I'm guessing Tekkno Train.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I'm just very interested to see what it sounds like. Just for the name, it sounds like it should be the most aggressive, but
I guess I wanted to touch on that. Do you think it's going to be like they're going to lean, since they love to pick something and lean super heavy into it, do you think Parasite gets like super fucking dark? Like really aggro?
Or do they just...
They could do the exact opposite. You never know.
Like, I don't know. I really don't. It could be a love song for all I know.
Yeah, and I mean, Fuckboy, like, that's kind of what I was saying with that song. I'm like, I expected something really fucking wild, and then it was like the most tame song they have on here. So,
yeah,
we'll see. Let's dive into it.
Yeah. So, hard-style EDM.
You should have seen my face. It just like fucking jolted back. Give a little choop.
Hard-style EDM right now. just literally me listening to this with my mouth open right now. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I feel differently about different parts of this. Like these parts that are a little cleaner, I'm actually really digging.
Mm. A hard style metal breakdown.
I dig that part actually. Oh god, the guttural screaming. I like this sound too.
I know I'm going to eat my words very quickly because we all know what the next song is. But up to this point, this seems like the most obnoxious. It's just an obnoxious concept. Are you good over there?
Oh shit, I'm muted! No! Okay, I was trying to fix all that shit. I'm curious to hear your take because mine's gonna be less negative, I'm thinking, but I would like to hear. I was getting trolled so hard there. The fucking back button kept teleporting on me.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying was, in mid song, so my mouth was open because I like the flat out meme. I am Confucian.
Yeah.
I know we all know what the next song is. No, sorry, not the next song. Sorry, we all know Hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
And we know how obnoxious that is.
Mindfuck. Yep.
Which I have a different take on it, and I actually really, really like. But
I think I've only listened to it the one time, by the way. But go ahead.
This song, I really, really like hardstyle EDM, and I don't know what to say. It was just an absolute mind fuck. It's the most obnoxious song on the album. Conceptually, I understand We Got the Moves is wacky. I understand the other stuff's wacky, but conceptually, this was a very, very interesting combination, and I think the most obnoxious song, which I actually really enjoyed it.
I do predict that it's gonna grow on you a fuck ton. I feel like it's gonna be like 20s from Ghost for you. That's my prediction.
No, the thing is, I don't dislike the song. I'm not trying to put that out there.
They went farther out. Like, sure, all their shit has been like out there. That one was probably the biggest leap that they took. I would agree.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the song. I'm not trying to convey it in a negative way. I'm just going like, it was so obnoxious that it worked. It worked. Like they took two very interesting, very distinct genres, and they crammed it so hard together where it was layered really, really well. Just you had the EDM going, blaring in the background the whole time, and then you just had a metal song going over it, and it's like, oh, this works.
So it's not Mindreader where I'm like, okay, I love every decision that's going on here. I love this all. It was a lot of like, okay, that sounds super cool.
You will like this.
And then I'd be like, okay, what? I don't know. You're kind of reaching on with this part. So it was a little more hit or miss in the actual song. Like the intro, I'm like, okay, what the fuck are they doing here? And then the very EDM style intro led into like the breakdown that happened. It sounded like every other one of their songs with the breakdown. I'm like, okay, how did we go from EDM to sounding exactly like all of their breakdowns?
Mm-hmm.
Then it was just like a fucking roller coaster the rest of the way, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I like Parasite. That one, a lot going on. It had a lot going on.
Yeah.
I agree with most of what you have to say. I think I do like it, and I think the smoother, cleaner parts of it, I really enjoy.
Right.
All right, what do we have next? We got Tekkno Train. This is our pick for potentially having some German, if there's any more on the album. This is our
I'm a little
prediction.
nervous.
All right, good to go.
I'm a little nervous.
Why are you nervous about this one? I'm curious.
I just after Parasite, I'm like, and then
Do you think
leading
they're
into
going for a
Hurricane,
huge leap here, like wacky as fuck?
are we getting just wacky into Hurricane? Like, are we building up to Hurricane?
Probably.
I
And Neon
don't
doesn't
know.
sound too subtle either. Maybe they're really going for a crescendo here.
Maybe it's just maybe Neon's a rock ballad or like a
Yeah, they confuse us at every turn, so
I
let's
don't
just
know.
dive in, see what they have for us. Enough
Okay, I'm ready.
speculation.
I'm ready.
Very we got the moves start with the sound.
Take a ride on the Tekkno Train ride. No, take your seat, open up, feel the pounding bass deep inside. Yeah, shaky, sweaty. You make my spaghetti ready. Heat up the sauce.
No fucking way.
You better hold on tight, 'cause we're rolling again. The wet lights down, Mother Nature is
This dude just say shaky, and make my spaghetti ready.
There is a whole new world that you need to explore. It's the sound of the rain that you have in the door.
Love that part.
Till the belly of love. So you got is what, all you got is what I want. Destination love, but pleasure up above. You really can't stop the heat. I got lipstick on my feet. Licky, sucky, yeah, you make my lollipop me candy.
These motherfuckers.
You better go solve your face before we tonight. 'Cause everything in life will be peaceful to come. When the trace is over, we say us again. Good swings on fire on this end of right. There is a whole new world that you need to explore. It's the sound of the rain that you have in the door. We're riding high.
These songs just give you every kick you need.
Yeah. And I know I compared the last song to 20s, but like, this is gonna have us singing along to absurd bullshit, just like that song. Even more than Parasite for sure.
Your attention, please. The 69 EC service Tekkno Train on platform AMP and
I've never had a band I love this much have me high rolling this much. That's fucking legit.
God damn it.
It's so goofy. I love it.
It's so ugly. I love it.
Yeah, I guess that's a decent description. But I think I physically rolled my eyes maybe 4 times during that song.
Like it's one of
But I
those
really
situations,
liked
when,
it.
Once the lyrics started, I'm like, okay, a little EDM intro, boom, boom, see what happens. And then it hits the techno beat, and then like the lyrics. I'm just like, you had me at hello.
The choruses are so lavuliful too. Like they sound so good. His voice is incredible. They just what they fucking say is so ridiculous. And then they're going the which I love that part too.
That little breakdown with the choo choo
Yeah.
choo choo Tekkno Train.
I
I'm
love
like,
noise
oh
swords
my
and
God.
songs, so I'm
We
with it.
we
but-
just did that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this band has just like no shame, and I love it.
100%. Like I said, it's so ugly, it's beautiful.
They're willing to try things that could be extremely cringy, extremely embarrassing, but they own it, and so it just comes out as awesome, no matter how ridiculous it is. Which I guess will be tested to its limits with HURRIKAN.
Yeah, which like I said, song I generally enjoy. Like have listened to like almost daily, at least once.
So I've just seen this the one time, but it's still in my brain, that's for sure.
I feel like it's a classic Electric Callboy situation for you, where it's just I don't know how I feel. I feel kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk away from it right now, and I'll circle back.
Yeah. Yep. Need a little time off. Work on myself.
Yes.
All
So
right.
I'm ready.
Let's rip it.
This video deals with sensitive issues, including German Schlager and death. It contains scenes that could be sexual, graphic, or taboo in nature. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Oh boy.
Wenn ich all die Bilder sehe,
We've pointed it out before, the height difference makes it so much better.
It's so
auf
hilarious.
mir saß, Gott war das widerlich. Dein Geruch, der noch an mir klebt, der ist jetzt überall. Und schon klingelt mein Telefon, du willst mich noch einmal. Du bist wie ein Hurrikan, der sich durch mein Leben zieht. Ohne Rast und Gefühl, ziehst du mich hin.
I don't think my opinion's gonna change a lot on this listen.
Du bist wie ein Hurrikan.
I love everything about
The
it.
Gabriel Iglesias, just one English word at the end, or close to English at the end.
Ich kann dir niemals wieder entkommen. Friss mich
So many questions still remain for me. So many questions, but I love it. I don't like it. Really enjoy the song. It's clear. It's a novelty song, yes, but I generally enjoy the song. Now, here's where I'm going with this. A, who comes up with this and puts it on an album?
I mean,
B.
coming up with it isn't hard, but actually deciding to publicize it a little bit more.
Like I said, B, who approves this to go onto the album after somebody came up with it and requested to put it on the album?
Yeah, that's more of the
And then
big
C,
one.
who says, well, we go C and D. C, who says, let's shoot a music video for this? And then D, who says, yes, let's release it as a single.
And then who
So many
says I
questions.
actually like this?
Me.
Yeah, I
It
know.
worked.
I know that's the answer.
I enjoy it. I enjoy
Here's
it.
the thing. I said this last time. I think this one needs a music video. I think it helps
Yeah.
infinitely. I think it's so
Yes.
much better with a video. I I still have the same stance. It's like I have to be in extremely specific mood to really get value out of this, I feel like. Which is kind of why I don't think I'm going to add it still. It's like I don't want this randomly tossed at me when I'm on shuffle. It's like if I really feel like I want just things to be smooth and then go into just rage-induced chaos, I will seek out this song.
Well, the thing
If
is,
I'm not in that specific mood, I think I can pass.
the song's tastefully done because it's not like a 3.5 to 5 minute song. It's like, all right.
Well, it's also like I'm rarely, if ever, in the mood for like that over-the-top stereotypical Gabriel Iglesias sound. That's very rare for me. He's not someone I would seek out. It's like I'm here for the second half if I'm actually in that mood.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. That's like the one miss really for me here. Not that it's not like it's trying to be a normal song, but
no, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm very recent.
So we got Neon.
Do we got a big finish, or do we got like a just send us off and like feel good finish? Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like they have to go batshit crazy, right?
I just don't know.
Or maybe
It's
that's
such a
what
neutral
Hurricane was
name.
supposed to be.
It's such a neutral name. Like,
Well, you say that, but Neon is like, it's as bright as it gets.
Colorful.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I say that, but I'm just going like, Mindreader's kind of dark sounding. Tekkno Train. It like Parasite was out there. It's Parasite. Like Neon, like it's colorful and it's bright and it's happy, but it's also like very loud.
Bright and obnoxious
I don't know.
fuck.
I don't know.
Just like everything on this, we have no idea what to expect. So you can probably hop into it. My guess is they do everything big, and it's the last song they go big. That's my prediction.
Go big or go home.
Here we go.
Think of a job where you
Son
don't
of a
have man.
bitch.
Laura.
Slow start. What was the song that started instantly? I think it was Tekkno Train. Or maybe Heroes Below.
Ooh.
Super poppy.
Too much thought about our first touch. We were ready to fly. We were nothing but close to the sky. Tell me the reason why you decide to push me away. Ready to fly. We were nothing but close to the sky. Ready to fly. Nothing but close to the sky. Break up, hard stuff, fucked up. I wanna leave it all behind. No town, unknown, restart. Now I'm living on my own. Go back to the time where it began, but I love to thank you for the memories we shared. Oh baby, we saved the moments, the good, the bad. Let's remember you and me. Oh baby, we can't go back. Oh, I can't forget. We were nothing but close to the sky. We can't go back to what it was to be with the time where it began. But I have to thank you.
So I love this song to start.
Yes.
Number two, I think this is my biggest what the fuck reaction to any of the songs. Mostly the context, not the actual song. Do you want to give your
Explain.
take, or should I? I can elaborate.
Yep.
This is the most, like, has the most potential for mainstream appeal of all of them.
Yep.
Like, yes, they mix in a lot of heavy portions, but, like, it isn't abrasive heavy. Like, it's not going to turn
Approachable.
people off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And choruses are fucking banging. None of it is hard to listen to. Like, it's a gorgeous song. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
How is this not a single when half the album is singles? Especially with the last one being Gabriel Iglesias turned death metal 2-minute fuckfest. Like, we don't release the most palatable song early that we have. Just from, like, a business standpoint, I'm saying they're like, what the fuck? From a artistry standpoint, I'm like, this is amazing.
I feel like from a business standpoint, the Hurricane, it was like, all right, let's grab a lot of attention with this.
Yeah, this song has the most potential to blow up, is how I'm approaching it. So it's weird to, like, hide it at the end of the album. And I was expecting crescendo, and this was, like, the most mainstream song they had, most normal. Sure, I love it. It's a great song. Just surprising ordering to me.
I feel like it built up to Hurricane, blew up, and then this was like a good send off. Just kind of the calm after the storm. I really, 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 actually really like the song. Kind of getting a slower one from them is always good too.
It's top 5 of the album, at least for me. I think I really enjoy it. Maybe creeping top 3 is close.
I'm gonna say it like this. It is later and like end of the road Linkin Park.
I kind of hear that.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
like
kind of.
You think of like Burn It Down by Linkin Park.
That's a pretty good
kind of later Linkin Park. Which I don't mind at all. I thought it was kind of an awesome way to, like, kind of wrap up an album, in my opinion. Just kind of fading out. Like, okay, this was like an awesome adventure, and then it's like, all right, let's just make a good send off.
Here's my question: which do you rank higher as subset of 5? The 5 singles or the 5 new songs?
I don't want to fall into the trap.
It's just first listen, so, like, of course we might feel differently after a couple weeks, but
like I said, I don't want to fall into the trap where it's like I'm just like still like deer in headlights with the new stuff, where like I'm just I love it because it's new.
Yeah, because a lot of these grew on us, of, like, the singles. We're like, okay, didn't love it initially. So, well, I'll give my take quick, because usually it's like the songs you're used to, you're going to like more. Like, first listen, things can be tough. I actually think I like the new 5 batch more than the 5 singles that we got. And I said I liked 4 of the 5. Like, I was really into these singles. I think I might... couple weeks later, I think I might like the new stuff more.
I
was impressed.
See how they all kind of mix together. Like, I already downloaded the album. Like, obviously this is my first listen, but I have it downloaded on my Apple Music. So it's like, or when I can go just play this all the way through again, or go hit shuffle, like, how are they all going to mix up together? Like, I'm excited for that. I really don't know. I think it's too early to tell. Like I said, I don't want to fall into the trap where I'm just still kind of deer in headlights, enamored over the new stuff.
I guess I feel like I have. So we got the moves. I said pretty clearly. It's my favorite of the singles for sure. Fuckboy gets close for me. And Spaceman a little close too, but Mindreader, Arrow of Love, and Neon are all kind of close to that level for me, I feel like. And Parasite is just like one notch down from that. Tekkno Train maybe a little bit lower. I don't know. I'm very excited about those, and I feel like they got 3 studs of the new stuff from how
Yeah,
I kind of interpreted it.
cross. I mean, album through and through. I
Great album.
very, very, very pleased. I am personally, you know me. I love new music, and like I'm usually pretty involved when figuring out when stuff gets released, and sometimes probably too involved. Um, I do wish. I understand this is how the music genre or business is right now with streaming and all that. I do because we ran into this a little bit with the Ghost album too. It was um, why I want to go away from releasing half the album
Yeah.
as singles. Give me 2 or 3 because I just I want more. You know what I mean? Like I want more new stuff
Well, I
when
mean,
an
10
album comes
total
out.
tracks isn't a whole lot, too. So if you do 5 singles, which is a lot, you're also not releasing a lot past that, which is a little bizarre.
For sure. But like I said, I think it's part of it is due to the kind of the day and age where that's just probably the more popular thing to do. You probably just build more and more hype up for the album that way. I
And
would
I've
assume. Like
given the opposite point at times too. It's just like I like new music as fast as I can get it. So, and I mean, you've been waiting on an Avenged album for fucking 10 years. Do you like some new music sprinkled in every now and then?
believe me, when when that single when a single drops, I might take the day off from work.
I don't know. It's just like
I will cry.
I like getting samples. I like having some new stuff. But I guess when I look at it for like movie premucles, I don't really give a shit about the stuff leading up most of the time. I'm just like, yeah, I'll see it in its entirety and then I'll care. But I guess I treat some albums really flow well together, but it's
Mhm.
kind of rare that they're usually completely tied together or that they can't be enjoyed individually with each song. And I mostly just pick and choose what I like from different artists and different albums, so rarely am I sitting down and listening to an album all the way through, and except for my first listen. So I'll do that for the first listen, but then past that, I don't really care how things flow because that's the only time I'm really doing that. But I
For
don't know.
sure.
I just like new music, so as fast as I can get it, I usually eat it
For
up.
me, my final thoughts is just definitely not a letdown, and I think they got something special here, and can't wait to see where they go next.
Yeah.
Just looking that far in the future, like I think they got something pretty special here. I'm expecting them to just watching their tours that they've been going on, like they have been blowing up. I'm excited to see where this band goes because I mean this album is very promising.
Yeah, I feel the same. I kind of said this, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago to you. I'm just like, now that I really know a bit more about them and kind of understand their identity and like what they're going for and their style, I'm like, I love them as a concept and I love how much they're like just playing into themselves and like I said, kind of no shame, willing to try anything, willing to be themselves and be creative. And I think the direction they're taking it is so engaging and awesome. And I hope they just keep rolling with that and just pushing everything into it because it's awesome. I've loved this album and I really like their new stuff. So super exciting. Music videos are great too. Live performances look amazing from them. So all good stuff. Only Hurricane
Yes.
was just not like but they were trying something like
Disagree,
everything you make
but
when you make such outlandish shit, you're gonna have some misses for some people. Like you
oh,
enjoy that
100%.
song still, so like it doesn't matter that I don't love one of their songs.
Well, no, no, to 100%.
Yeah,
I just you're wrong. Um,
yeah, fair. Oh, I suppose do you know when
I
Slipknot is coming out? We might have another groove group coming up in a couple weeks potentially.
believe September 30th, if I'm not mistaken.
So that would be 2 weeks from, well, I guess technically today now.
Yeah.
So potentially Slipknot Groove Group with their new album, and hopefully we'll be able to get a couple more pumped out. Hopefully not 3 months in between each time, but
For sure.
we'll do them when we got the opportunity.
Yep.
Can you give me a little pea suit? A nice little
Pea
pea suit.
suit.
Pea suit. Groove group.